Assignment tonight, and President Obama is on the road making an emotional plea. You see him right there in Hartford, Connecticut, just 40 miles from the Newtown shootings, pressing lawmakers to punch through the stalemate and pass something on gun control. He laid out an ambitious agenda after Newtown, but much of it has already been blocked and resistance is growing. So as the president scrambles for a compromise, he's taking dramatic steps. When he leaves Connecticut tonight, 11 relatives of the Newtown victims will join him on Air Force One. They'll make their case to Congress tomorrow face-to-face, a last-ditch, intensely human pitch. ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl starts us off.
The president portrayed his gun plan as a moral imperative.
This is not about me. This is not about politics. This is about doing the right thing for all the families who are here that have been torn apart by gun violence. It's about them and all the families going forward so we can prevent this from happening again.
He invokes the memory of those gunned down in Newtown, Connecticut almost 4 months ago.
If there's even one step we can take to keep somebody from murdering dozens of innocents in the span of minutes, shouldn't we be taking that step?
But even before Congress starts voting on guns, two major parts of the president's plan, banning so-called assault weapons and banning high-capacity ammunition clips, are unlikely to pass. The measure that has the best chance, requiring background checks for all gun sales. To pass that, the president is hoping to have an unlikely ally, Republican Pat Toomey, who has a lifetime A rating from the NRA and is one of the most conservative senators. He's now trying to craft a compromise that would require background checks on all sales except for those between close relatives and friends. Gabby Giffords and her husband Mark Kelly are gearing up for a big lobbying push this week, saying that improving background checks is something Congress simply must do.
Gabby will be incredibly disappointed, as I imagine a large part of this country will be, if a universal background check bill is not passed here.
Those Newtown family members flying back to Washington tonight with the president on Air Force One will be a big part of the push for his plan in Congress this week. George, as one senior administration official told me a short while ago, there is no more effective advocate on this than a parent who has lost a child.
And John,